I'm sort of at the stage where I've been wanting to do this for a bit of a while. The whole idea of me building gonna be up for sale, which we're planning to move from here, and there's a few fish in this pond to put into this pond. And one thing's for sure, this has certainly not been easy. It's definitely going to be up for sale. It's a lovely window fish with the patterns on the side of it. Absolute dead certs that are moving on that I need to rehome. A 3-step kahaku, tancho. It was a kiyazuri, but now it's a hyazuri. That being said, that's what you call the absolute burger. And a banging koi on mine. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, James the Koi Whisperer. To start with, I want to say, hope everyone's doing well. In this video, it's going to be a little bit of a selection of some of the fish that we're going to keep and some of the fish that are potentially going to be up for sale. So with all that yibbity yabbity being said, I hope you can remember to like the video for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Right then ladies and gents, so you've joined me here at the main pond. So as a lot of people that do follow the channel and know me, we've got several different systems here at the Koi Whisperers Palace or house or whatever you want to call the channel. It's always very difficult when it comes to this stage when you've got a lot of fish, which fish you decide to keep and which fish you want to move on. The whole idea of me building my grow on pond was to have a little bit of a play around with the hobby, potentially buy some very, very small koi, not massively expensive, but just to see how they developed and over time see if I decided to keep some and potentially put some of those fish into the main pond. There's currently a couple fish in the grow on pond that we have that I do want to keep and progress their development and put into the main pond, but doing that creates a few issues and a few problems because anyone that keeps koi would know that any koi pond that's overstocked, it looks very nice and pretty when you see a pond and it's absolutely loaded with fish, but potentially no matter how much filtration that you've got, it can cause you more issues than what it's worth. And it also costs you more money to keep those fish because the more food that's needed, the more food that goes into the pond needs to be spread along more fish. So it's all about getting it right, hitting the sweet spot. We do actually have quite a few different systems in here. This is my son's pond, but he sort of lost a little bit of interest in the hobby. So for me as an idea to try to get him a little bit of interest back in the hobby, potentially there's fish in this pond at the moment that have grown fantastically, but these fish need to be moved on into a different pond to continue their development. But the idea of me moving on a few fish is to start the cycle all over again. We actually gave away 4 fish out of this pond a couple of weeks ago now for the pure fact there was too many in here. The water quality was starting to struggle a little bit and they sort of outgrew the system itself. So that being said, I'm going to show you a few fish now which we're planning to move from here to put into this pond, and there's a few fish in this pond that what we're planning to put into this pond. So we've got a few ponds that we need to go through and work out which fish we're keeping, which fish we're moving on. But all of that being said, there is a few fish that's already gone already. There's a fish that's already been moved today actually. One of my son's fish that was a shisui that was in the main pond. So I went through the normal protocols of working out to make sure that I've got all of the right bags, the boxes, the sellotape, so then I could actually come out, catch the fish, put it into the bag as best as I possibly could, and then aerate the bag. I haven't actually got any oxygen here, so what I did was use the air pump. The person that was buying it was only 20 minutes up the road, so I used the air pump, fed a line off the air pump straight into a bag, taped it up or tied or banded it up, and then I put tape across the top of the box, and then that fish was all ready to rock and roll. But as you can see, it says live fish upside down. But before we get into what fish are getting moved, where they're going, I just wanted to let you know today's sponsor of the video. Sponsoring the video today, Perfect Aquatics Competitions. So if you want to know a little bit more about this competition page, all the links are down in the description of the video and the comment section. I think Mrs. Whisperer wants to go and set an account up. If you do decide to click the link, this is the page that you're greeted with. You can see all the fantastic prizes up for grabs. If you decide to make an account, click the top right hand button, it will take you to the account page. I forgot to tell you, the discount code. Use this code up here, James the Koi Whisperer, and you can get 2.5% off your entire order no matter how many tickets you decide to purchase. That being said, you can also win instant prizes. You're going to buy some tickets then, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to get the fish feeder and a year's supply of koi food. I'm going to enter this one.
Don't forget to use the discount code, James the Koi Whisperer. But we're not showing you all the details, are we? Mrs. Whisperer just won by only buying 2 tickets. That being said, let's get back to the video and let me tell you a few of these fish that are going to be moving on. You might be staying though. You know what they say, you've got to be in it to win it. Well, I'm out here cooking me burgers, making the most of the summer, because before you know it, the winter will be here again. That being said, that's what you call the absolute burger. And a banging koi pond, mine. There is a few fish in this pond that we have decided to keep. This one, which is eating my finger right now, is a dead cert. I did actually get all of the fish out the other day, so I don't really want to be getting them all out today, but I just wanted to run through probably a few video clips over the top of this video and just explain the ones who are keeping. So we're definitely going to be keeping the Arioki, Ginrin, Chagoi, Deutz. We're definitely going to be keeping the Chiba. Potentially, I am seriously thinking about keeping hold of the Kahaku. I think it's some fantastic looking fish. I think the pattern on it is very unique and I just really like the fish. But I'm a sort of believer in my main pond that I only really want like one of each fish, if that makes sense. But I really do like that fish. So we've got 2 showers in the pond, but Mrs. Whisperer wants to keep her shower, so potentially one of the showers might be getting moved on. The absolute dead certs that are moving on that I need to rehome, and I'm not going to be talking about prices on here on the YouTube channel. If you are interested, you'll have to go and check out our Instagram page, James the Koi Whisperer, and if you see the pictures up there, it means they're still for sale, and if you don't see the pictures up there, it means potentially they've already been sold or organised that they're going or gone. So that being said, so we've got a 3-step Kahaku, we've also got a Tancho, we've also got a Kiyitsuri or Hyatzuri. It was a Kiyitsuri, but now it's a Hyatzuri. Yeah, there's still a couple of fish in the grow-on pond that I'm still going to be keeping in this pond, but I need to make a little bit of room to make room for fish in my son's pond. But to put the fish I'm keeping into this pond into my main pond, there's a few fish in the main pond I need to rehome as well to cater for the new fish going in. So all of that yibbida yabbida being said, let's go over to the main pond, and I'm going to have to bowl some of these up because you guys haven't seen them, and I haven't got the footage on camera anyway. But yeah, you're definitely staying, mate. You don't have to worry. And one thing's for sure, this has certainly not been easy. Some of the fish in my main pond I've had for a few years now. They've been a big part of the channel. In this hobby, it does become a time, especially if you want to move forward or do what I'm doing by adding new fish. You have got to make that decision to obviously rehome a few fish to cater to allow you to have new fish. Like I've said in the video, housing too many fish in one pond, sometimes it's more hassle than what it's worth because it causes you more issues in the long run, more fish food, but the overall general health of the water quality that's in the pond. All that being said, I'm going to grab the net, the sock and the bowl out, get some fish bowled up for you guys to have a look at. So yeah, never easy when it comes to moving on your fish. I need to fill the bowl up to start with. And it's not been easy making this decision, but these decisions have certainly got to be made. So I'm going to try my best to get these fish out, and then once I've got them all into a tub, I won't do them individually. I'll show you them all at once. So let me get on with this. Fish number 1, which is my shower. And I know one thing's for sure, it's going to be very difficult. Fish number 2, the Benny Kikikuri. Fish on the channel named just Tango. Fish number 3, which is a fish named on the channel, is Diamond. And everyone knows that I love kajakus, but let me get you a better look. Right then, so this has certainly not been easy for me to make this decision, and some of these fish are quite large. You can sort of get a rough idea inside of the measuring tub, so I'll give you a little bit of a look with the sizes. So the shower is 45 cm, the Benny Kukakuri is 50, and the Kajaku, which a lot of people do know on the channel, Kajakus are my favourite, but I have got 3, and I've got one in the grow-on pond that needs to get potentially moved over at some stage, and this fish is potentially, if I can get him there for you, I'd have said 55. It's easier with 2 hands, but I ain't got 2 hands today, guys. Definitely over 50 anyway. You can sort of see that. Very nice quality fish this fish is, Diamond. I'm still a little bit unsure if it's definitely going to be up for sale. If it's not on the actual website itself, on the Instagram page, if you can't see a picture, then it's not up for sale. But yeah, it's definitely not been easy for me to work out which ones I've got to go, but potentially by moving 3 fish out of this pond into this pond, I need to move 3 fish on from this pond, which these were the 3 that I picked, which I've been battling me brains, to be fair. The show was very nice quality, Sumi strong, Benny placement's nice, and if people are a little bit over concerned about a tiny little bit of Benny that's come up there, if you didn't want that there, you could quite easily scratch it back, but it doesn't bother me. It's never bothered me. It's a lovely window fish with the patterns on the side of it. This guy's proper chunky. Just got me and the camera and the microphone soaking wet. Look at the state. But yeah, you can sort of see what's going on there, guys. But I want to put these guys back now because I've got plastered. And hopefully all that water in my microphone ain't coming out mumbly. Yeah, I got plastered. Look at it on my glasses, look. So yeah, if you are interested of any of the fish that you've seen today in the clips, the ones that are up for sale, the only way that you can get hold of me to make purchase is on our Instagram page. Obviously, the pictures will be put on there individually. If you can't see the picture of the fish that you're looking for, that you are interested in, obviously it's already been sold or gone. That being said, give us a message soon as you can, and because this is a YouTube video, sometimes videos stay on the channel for a very long time, so I won't be answering to any of the messages on the YouTube page about buying fish. Anything else I will be. The Instagram is the only place to do it really, because you can get a bit more personal with passing over location and details. But that being said, Stephen's kicking off again. Yeah, that's about it of this video. But remember to get yourself some tickets as well, because there's some fantastic prizes up for grabs on that webpage. That being said, if I don't see you in a week, I'll see you in a window. Koi Whisperer, over and out. You're staying though, mate. And you. Stephen, shut up.